Then on the next one, drop the chin and just roll the shoulders and just start to move down towards the floor and then uncurling back up. So lift the shoulders, come down towards the floor and then roll back up, nice and slow. It's just warming up the back. Let's do one more, tuck the chin, roll down and then back up nice and slow. And just roll the shoulders back, opening out the chest. And then just let those hands and arms hang. We're just going to turn to the back, not trying to force anything, but just getting some movement, and just loosening off the back. Okay, then taking the hands down to the thighs, knees together. Just going to draw a circle with those knees. And the other direction. Okay. You're just going to bring the arms up and lower down into a squat. Arms back down. So take them up, lower down, back up. That's it. Once more. And back up. Okay, let's point the toe and draw a circle. And the other direction. Swap legs. So point the toe, draw a circle, and the other direction. Okay, and then point the toe out in front, and we're just going to draw a semicircle on the floor, taking it round to the back. So point the toe. You can either have hands on the hips or extend the arms for added balance, wherever you need to be. So just draw that semicircle. Let's imagine we're standing on a beach. How lovely would that be? Drawing a semicircle in the sand. Okay, same thing on the other side. So extend that leg, take it round to the back. And back round and replace that foot. Okay, then we're going to come down onto our mats. So we're going to bring the hands down, just walk the hands away, keeping the hips up in like a downward facing position. Just tilt that camera down so you can see. So we're in this position. So we're just going to pedal those feet down onto the mat. Just stretching out those calf muscles. So push it down. And then we're just going to lower the hips down towards the mat. Pull the tummy in, push the hips back up. Bring them back down. So We're getting a nice extension in that back. Push back, push the heels down, hips down. Lift those hips once more. Push the hips down. And down onto your mat. Okay, we're going to roll over onto our backs. And we're going to start with a half roll down. So we're going to tuck our chin in. We're going to pull the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to extend our arms so our wrists are on our knees. Tuck the chin and then slowly roll back until your fingertips touch your knees. And come back up to wrists. So it's a nice slow movement. Down to fingertips. Back up to wrists. Let's keep that going. Lower down. And rise back up. And on the next one, we're going to take one arm and bring the elbow down to the mat. And again back up. Other side, same thing. So just take the elbow down towards the mat and back up. I'll turn this way so you can see where I am. So as we come down, elbow to the side and come back up. And then we're going to extend our legs, tuck the chin and roll all the way down. Tuck that chin back in. Use those abs as we come up and just forward fold to those toes. Back down for that full roll back, chin's tucked in. Tilt that pelvis, belly button in and back up. Bring those knees back up. Let's just half roll and hold. Take that elbow down to one side. Hand back up. Other side, elbow down. Back up. Extend those legs. Roll down. Roll back up, forward fold, and roll back down. Turn to the side, we roll all the way down. Then we're going to bring those feet up, knees up into tabletop position. So your ankles are in line with your knees are in line with your hips. We're just going to tap down one toe, bring it back, other side. We want to keep our pelvis in a neutral position, so we don't want to be arching our back. We want that belly button nicely pulled in. So just tapping down. Okay, then both feet at once, down to the mat and back up. So that again. Number 3 and 4. And turn it back up. Tap down 2 taps, taking the second one a bit further away from those hips. So 1 2, and return. Then same thing, both feet, 1, 2, back to tabletop. 1, 2, back to tabletop. 1, 2, back to tabletop. One more. Okay, then we're going to tap 1, 2, extend the leg and the heel taps, back to tabletop. 1, 2, heel taps, back. Let's keep that going. 1, 2, 3, back up. 1, 2, 3, back up. Just make sure that back is not arching, that pelvis is in a natural position. One more on each side. And then let's go with both together. So 1, 2, extend, back up. 1, 2, extend, back up. 2 more. This is 1. And 1 more. And leave the legs out, leave them nice and long. Let's just have a little stretch here. So push the hands away, push the toes away. And then bring those feet up nice and close to the hips. Arms by your side. We're going to peel up off the mat from the hips, so tilt the pelvis and just lift up nice and slow, pushing the hips up. Work on the core, work on the glutes and work on the hamstrings. And then lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. So just have a picture in your mind of your spine. And we come down nice and slow. Let's raise up again, so peeling up off the mat. Pushing up. And lower down, nice and slow. Let's keep this going. Taking it nice and slow, keeping it controlled. The next time you raise up, use the whole time of raising up as your out breath. And then inhale on the way back down. Just to slow that breathing down. And then we're going to raise up. We're going to extend one leg at the top for that hold. And lower back down. Bring the leg down. Other side. So extending the leg as we raise. And then lower. Other side. So extend and raise. Pushing that toe up towards the ceiling. And then lowering back down. Extend the leg, raise up. And lower down. So keeping those feet on the floor, raise up, take the arms up, take them overhead. Push the hips as high as you can and then lower back down. Okay, raise up. Exhale as you raise up. And then inhale on the way back down. Let's do 2 more of these. So raising up, arms overhead for the shoulder mobility, if you can, and then back down. So 1 more. And lower back down. Just bring those knees into your chest and have a little back massage, just a little rock from side to side. And we're going to extend those legs out. We're going to bring 1 knee in at a time. Just knees to start with. Then curling the shoulders up, head towards the knee. And then extending the leg, so the leg comes up. Just reach past the leg, lifting those shoulders up off the mat. Alternating sides. Okay, and then just resting here. We're going to turn onto our sides. Making sure that your elbow's underneath your shoulder. Your body's in a nice straight line. So your hips are in line with your elbow, knees and ankles. If you prefer, you can bend your bottom leg so it's more supported. And we're going to raise the hips from the mat and back down. Hand either on the hips or extended. So we're working the oblique muscles as well as the core muscles. 1 more. Okay, then I'm going to bend my bottom leg, and as I raise up, the arm will reach over the top and back down. That's it, so reaching away. So 1 more. Okay, then we're going to bend both of those knees, hand on the side of the head, and as you raise, bring the knee in, back down. So raise up, knee in, knees together, back down. So raise up, knee in, knees together, back down. One more. Okay, and then we're going to turn over to the other side. So the same thing, make sure that elbow's underneath that shoulder, and then everything, I'm lucky I've got a mat with a nice line on it, so I can line up. Okay, so we're going to start with the lift of the hip. So arms extended. And then reaching over the top with the arm. Okay, curl that bottom leg in. So hand on the head, lift, elbow, knees, back down. So lift up. Once more. And just one to finish. So lifting up. Knee in and back down. Okay, so we're going to be on our fronts, elbows on the floor, and just stretching that lower back. So take a breath in, breathe out, and come up. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then we're going to extend the arms up. So bring the hands in underneath the shoulders and exhale as you push up. So getting a really good back extension. Take the shoulder blades down, release the legs and lower down nice and slow. Breathe in, push up, extend the arms, bring the shoulder blades down so your shoulders come away from those ears, legs are relaxed and lower down. Push up. And lower back down. Lengthen out the arms and the legs. And just raise opposite arm to leg. And back down. Other side. Alternating sides. Okay, both together. So arms and legs raised. So we're working that lumbar region of the back. One more. Take the arms down by your side. Take a breath in And as you breathe out, raise up and lower. So rise up and lower. Rise and lower. Pop those hands underneath those shoulders. Just come up onto all fours. Just drop that back down so hips stay up high. And then raise the back, pull the tummy in. So pull the belly button in towards that spine. And then push the belly button down towards the mat to lift the head. So breathe in. And breathe out. So we're just rocking that pelvis backwards and forwards. And then stand in this position with these hands and knees hip width apart. We're going to lift one arm, one leg and lower. Same thing on the other side. So one arm, one leg and back down. So keeping that back nice and flat. Imagine you have a tray of drinks on your back. You don't want to spill a drop. And on the next one we're going to extend and then we're going to bring the elbow in to the knee and extend back out. Just keep that going. Extend away. And other side. Extend, elbow to knee. And extend, elbow to knee. Extend, elbow to knee. Then we're going to extend and take it on a diagonal, back in, back down. So extend away, diagonal, back in, back down. That's it, keep it going. So one more on each side. Okay, then from this all four position, I want you to bend one arm. I want you to thread the other arm through till your ear comes to the mat. And we're just going to hold this position. We've got a really good rotation in that spine. If you want to take it further, take that supporting hand and wrap it around your waist. Bringing this shoulder back if you can. And just hold in this position, trying to relax as much as you can. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll spin round. So we thread the arm through, we take the ear to the floor, and then we wrap the arm around the back, to the thigh if you can, or keeping the arm for stability on the floor, whatever works for you today. Just sinking down into the mat, trying to release any tension. Just uncurl out of that. Take those feet nice and wide. Sorry, the knees nice and wide, feet together in the middle. We're going to push back so that our hips touch our heels and extend those arms away out in front. Forehead to the mat if you can. And again, just relax the elbows down. Try to relax through the body and sink into the mat. I'm just going to hold this position. And then we're going to bring those knees in together. So knees are together. We're going to come down, forehead on the mat. Relax those hands down either side. So you're in this child's pose. That's going to calm your mind. It's going to help you with digestion. It's going to really elongate your spine and your lower back and open those hips. So forehead on the floor, and we're going to use this position as our relaxation this evening. So we're going to stay here for 2 or 3 minutes, trying to switch off the mind by focusing on your breathing. So you'll breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and then breathe out for a count of 4. So let's inhale, hold, and exhale. Just keep that going. If your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to that breath. Trying to sink down into that mat, releasing your shoulders. Just think about any areas of tension in the body and how you can adjust your position to release. If this position feels uncomfortable for you, just adjust. Maybe you want to put your head on your hands, or a cushion, or a block. So whatever works for you. So thinking about that breath coming in, filling up the lungs, and then exhaling. So as the breath comes in, it brings calm and peace. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out all the stresses of the day. And just staying in that position, nice and relaxed. And I'll just read you a little passage that I found today. The universe is calling. I heard it call my name. It whispered, listen. It whispered, pause. It reminded me to take a breath and to take a look inside, to check that I'm heading in the right direction, towards myself and not away. Take a step and check again. Listen, just listen to the beat of my heart and soul. This will always take me home. And it's just a reminder to stop, to breathe, to think about where you are, and to stay true to yourself. So when you feel ready, just start to uncurl out of that position and sit yourself up. Just take a deep breath in and a nice long exhale. And then bring the hands up to heart centre. And thank you for joining me this evening.